Hey YouTube, and thank you for watching Junkworks DIY Garage. Well, I'm in the midst of fixing the door window on my RV, so keep an eye out for that video. And I thought when I was in the middle of that, I should kind of go around and maybe talk about my RV and some of the things I've done on it. So, because I was in here, and first of all, one of the biggest things I did was we had a major leak over in this corner. And if you go back and you watch that video, you can see where it was rippled along here. And I don't know if just heat and weather and drying out, but there is no longer any ripples along here at all. So that fix is probably the best way that I know of now to fix problems. That you can see just a little tiny bit right there where it did more damage than it could fix itself. But I mean, this literally self-healed itself. I have done nothing. There's a little bit right here, which you can't even probably see in the video, and a little bit of a stain right there. But that is it. You can kind of feel it's a little bit soft. But it is all dried out. The ripples are all gone. And you can't even hardly tell there was a leak there. So problem solved with that. So if you're having a problem with your roof leaking, go check out that stuff. I can't even remember what it was called, to be honest. I think Eternabond or something like that. I honestly can't remember. It's a tape. And quite honestly, ever since I did this corner and along the front here, I have not done any more, and I really need to get up there and clean it up and do that. But luckily, hopefully, we'll keep that way, but we haven't had any other leaking problems. Another thing I did here that I can remember anyway, I fixed the arm for my awning here, and that has held up, worked great, haven't had any problems with it at all. So it is all fixed, it's all holding up in here, no problems. There's, you know, this is a little wavy and it's a little bit noticeable because it's gotten dirty, but for the most part, it's kept all the water out and everything is solid as can be. So happy with that. My other fix that was kind of similar is this one right here, which I got a very rude comment on by somebody, and yes, I'm proud to be a redneck. The only way you're going to fix this is to other than doing something like this, which it was a big giant crack right there, which hasn't gone any further because of the tip I show you in that video. And it hasn't leaked at all because of the stuff I put on top there, and nobody's ever said a word about it. Nobody notices it, so not a big deal. It's just a camp trailer. But the only way you're going to fix that is to replace that entire piece right there. Go in and see what all videos I did here for the trailer. So next thing I see is the storage unit right here, which works pretty good, except for we tend to need to have clothes here. And part of the reason I made this was because we've got a lot of stuff like that and like these to make storage. There's a lot of room to sleep people in here, but not near enough storage for the people you can sleep. But regardless, we have stuff down in there. Speaking of down in there, we have the IntelliPower thing back in here, which unfortunately somebody's thrown crap on top of. I need to fix that. But regardless, I will say I've been very happy with that little setup there. And in there's the 6-volt batteries, and that just goes up underneath there. I have a whole wiring thing of what I did to wire the IntelliPower in there. I'm not going to get in here because it's all locked up. Which brings me to, I built that box for a video, so go check that one out. But the batteries in there, I've had in there 4 years now, and I just checked them a couple weeks ago, and so far I have lost no water in these batteries in 4 years. Like every year I've checked them and they don't lose any water, and they've checked out top notch every time. So I've been very happy with the way this thing's charging my batteries. Now, building this box, I did have some questions on not putting holes in the top. There are some fairly large holes in the back, so I have not noticed any problems with evaporating or any of that kind of stuff. I really haven't had any problems at all in 4 years, so it's working fine for me. You guys have to do your own research on that. So, well, we got the cabinet here, the medicine cabinet, and I did a video on that, and so far these are holding up very well. I just used some old plastic sign, but you could use whatever but a thicker plastic, or like cutting board material or something like that would work good for this. And they are a little bit sagging there and there, but they're working better than the last ones were. Alright, then since we were just at the medicine cabinet, we might as well go to the toilet. And I'll admit, we have not used this year. I need to put a little bit more of something down there. But the reason I'm showing you the toilet is I did a video on Happy Camper. And I gotta say, when we were remodeling our house, we used it when I had my toilet shut down in the house in our porta-john, and worked great. We also use it in this trailer, works great. Now, one caveat on that. I have not used it like in any super hot places, but the other thing about that, I bought it in Arizona, so I'm assuming it must work in fairly hot places, but I don't know. But the stink is non-existent in these toilets, so I'm very happy with that. Which brings us to this here, and I don't know if you'll be able to tell. You kind of can if I get the just right. I put LED light bulbs in this, and I just bought some cheap ones off Amazon, and I will say for the most part I've been very happy. But when we put this up one year, somehow this light got left on in the trailer, and it burnt and actually must have started on fire and luckily went out, because when I came back the next summer, this looked very burnt up. Now you might have noticed some flickering, I don't know. These do have some, because they're cheap, a little bit of flickering every now and then, and a lot of the LEDs are burnt out in some of them. And they do flicker every now and then, but yet again, they were cheap. Make sure you turn them off before you put them away though, because we did almost start a fire, it appears. But all in all, I've been very happy with them. And yet again, still, they do not work in this one. I don't know what it is about that one over the table here, which is the one we probably use almost the most, which kind of sucks. But they work in all the rest of these, but they do not work in the one over the table for some reason. I don't know what the deal is with that. Alright, well, I've gotten a little further on this video. Go check that out. I got several more videos coming out, so go check out those at some point. I haven't actually made any other than this one so far, but I do have plans. Unfortunately, with COVID, we did not do any camping this summer. We chose to just stay home and stay away and keep the family healthy, hopefully. So if you got any more questions on any videos I have done in my trailer, go check them out. I have the best way to watch specific videos about specific things like my RV is go check out my playlist, and on my playlist there will be, I believe it's an RV upgrade one. Either way, it says RV somewhere in the title. Go check out my playlist, and that'll give you all my different videos, including this one to come up. Alright, thanks for watching Junkworks DIY Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all, and I'm obviously master of none. You all have a good one.